When people hear Goa, they think of beaches, parties, and celebrations. But very few know that Goa spent around 451 years under a foreign rule.
This is the story of Goa's struggle, liberation, and finally how it became a state of India.
When India got its independence in 1947, Goa was still not free. Goa got its liberation in 1961, but it did not become a state, it was still seen as a union territory. Portuguese arrived in Goa led by Alfonso de Albuquerque. What began as a trade soon became a colonial occupation that lasted not for decades but for 4 centuries. Generations after generations of Goans lived under Portuguese rule. Freedom of speech was controlled and the voices of nationalists were drowned. Then came December 1961. The Indian Armed Force launched Operation Vijay, and finally on 19th December 1961, Goa was liberated. Goa's struggle wasn't over yet. After liberation, Goa became a union territory along with Daman and Diu. Soon, a new debate began. Should Goa be merged with Maharashtra or it should remain a separate entity? This gave rise to opinion poll. During the opinion poll, the people of Goa made their decision clear. They rejected the merger and protected Goa's identity.
If Goa had rejected this merger and protected its identity, then why did statehood was delayed for so many years?
The first reason is political. The then government, MGP, wanted to merge Goa with Maharashtra. Hence, there was no intention to form a separate state. However, after 1971, party began to support statehood, and so several resolutions were passed in 1971, 76, 1983, and 1986. Economic concerns were another major reason for the delay of statehood. Many believed that Goa needed financial assistance to survive. Hence, it should remain a union territory rather than a state. Another major issue was language. Passing of official language bill on 4th February 1987 became a milestone in the statehood movement. The demand for statehood gained momentum when Shantaram Naik raised the issue before Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi. He urged Eduardo Falero to request Chief Minister Pratap Singh Rane to send a delegation to the center regarding statehood. Accordingly, on 28th of April 1987, delegation met the central leadership and strongly demanded statehood. On 29th of April 1987, Rajiv Gandhi agreed to consider the demand and announced this during 0 hours in Parliament. Subsequently, the Constitutional Amendment Bill granting statehood to Goa was introduced by the Union Home Minister on 11th May 1987. The Goa, Daman and Diu Reorganization Act was passed by the Parliament on 23rd May 1987. And finally, on 30th May 1987, Goa officially became the 25th state of India. Statehood was not just a political achievement, it was the restoration of Goa's culture and identity. It gave people of Goa the power to shape their future. With statehood came legislative independence, a strong voice in the national affairs, protection and recognition of Konkani language.
But now the question is, where do we stand today?
Today, Goa stands as one of the India's most vibrant states, from literacy and infrastructure to tourism and cultural harmony. Goa has made remarkable progress while continuing to preserve its history, its traditions, and values. As a Goan, it is our duty to protect our land, our language, and our heritage, to preserve its rivers, coasts, and mountains, to safeguard and to keep Goa clean and green and sustainable for the future generation.
Because the true meaning of statehood lies not in its freedom, but the way we preserve and nurture the identity of Goa.